game twos of the quarterfinals pretty much tipping off at the same time. We've got Villeneuve d'Ascq against DVTK, Skio against Praha, and then in 30 minutes time it's Avenida against Fenerbahce. All of the first games in those quarterfinal series went the way of the home team, went the way of the higher seed, and now it is down to the lower seed to push forward. There is your road to the final. What a beautiful graphic it is. We love looking at that. So if our winner here goes through, they will face Fenerbahce in the semi-finals. Here are the quarterfinals games won. As you see, Fenerbahce, Cukurova, DVTK and Praha all coming away with wins in game one. Game two taking place tonight is the reverse of those. So back on the lower seed home court, Villeneuve d'Ascq, Skio, Zaragoza and Avenida, and all of them, with the exception of the last one, tipping off at the same time. Player introductions here. Cukurova have just been introduced, and they really have had, well, they've probably made the most changes of any team this season in the competition as they look to try and get back to the Final Fours. But their style continues throughout as they live and die by defense. Fifth best defense, conceding just over 67 points again. It was on the other end of the floor that they had problems though, and that's maybe why they've made these latter changes with the addition of Copper and Mavunga. Surely that pair should combine for 30 points. And combining that with Maybury, well, you have an absolutely lethal offense. Zaragoza fans are in the crowd, ready to go, building the hype here as the home team are about to be introduced. Zaragoza, in contrast to Cukurova, have had a relatively consistent roster throughout the season under coach Cantero, and it's pretty clear that that consistency has also enabled them on the defensive end to gel as a team. They have the tightest defense in the entire competition. They concede less than 64 points a game. However, they too at times have struggled in the offense. Holoshinska there being introduced. She's actually stepped up in recent weeks, as has Jimeno and Hermosa. So if they can continue to put in some big scoring displays alongside the likes of Leone Fibic, and maybe Zaragoza have enough here to push it through to that game three, level the series 1-1. The crowd are being whipped up here in the arena. Zaragoza, a wonderful theatre of women's basketball, an amazing arena. Who knows, if they manage to make it through to the Final Fours, maybe it will be the host city. Obviously that's not decided until the Final Fours are confirmed, as we see Coach Cantero and Coach Yolozulu shaking hands, as do the players. Both sets of players will now go into their final warm-ups. Jimeno, certainly a warrior, a battler. How much she would love to help take this team through to a Final Fours. Other end of the floor, still plenty of new faces for Cukurova. Recently, the arrival of Maria Orojo as well, who finished last season picking up a pretty horrific injury. Here are our officials for this evening: Silvia Mazzioli, Alexander Mallet, and Nicola Perlic from Italy, France and Croatia respectively. They are ready to go as the players start to lock in for what could be a really interesting game. This one, well, it potentially has overtime written all over it, particularly here in Spain. There is Maria Orojo. Clearly, Cukurova enter the game as favourites tonight, and I'm sure Coach Iordazola would be keen to lock their Final Four spot in at the first opportunity. I don't think he wants to take this to a game three. I don't think that would do anyone in the team from Mersin any favours. As for Zaragoza, look for them to slow down Cukurova's offense. If they can, then they have a chance of coming away and winning this one. I believe, for me, that they need to keep Cukurova below 75 points, and that is a big ask, as this team from Turkey are absolutely stacked with scorers, none more so than Cukurova, who had a hell of a first game in the game one. She came away with 20 points and 4 assists. Unbelievable performance, but we shouldn't expect anything less from her, a former EuroLeague Women's MVP. That is what you get from that level of quality. Both teams now ready to go. We're under 2 minutes away from the opening tip here in Zaragoza. Remember, this is a do or die game for the home team. A loss this evening, and that is the end of their European adventures this year. If they can get the win, if they can push it through to a game 3, that will take place next Wednesday in Mersin. That one a 7:30 p.m. local time tip-off. Here are your starting fives for Cukurova, Mabry, Epupa, Arojo, Mavunga and Copper. What a five that is. Defense in Epupa and Arojo, and just pure scoring from the likes of Mabry, Mavunga and Copper. Plenty coming off the bench as well, the likes of Cornelius and Hollingsworth. As for Zaragoza, here is their starting five: Ortiz, Gulbe, Fibic, Atkinson and Diallo. That is a consistent five, to say the least. Some scoring coming off the bench as well, the likes of Hermosa and Holeshinska. Be interesting to see how Coach Cantero rotates, what matchups he's looking at to try and lock out some of the huge offensive threats from Cukurova. Under a minute away now from our opening tip, and just a chance to remind you to get your phones out. If you haven't already, download the official EuroLeague Women app, available on Android, iOS, completely free of charge, and something that you have to have on your phone if you're going to follow the game along with me this evening, as you can jump into the real-time stats and add to your enjoyment as well. Starting fives for both teams now coming to the floor. The light show will come to an end, and the real show will tip off in a few moments' time. Coach Iolazolo, another coach in at Cukurova. They've had so many changes this season, but you can feel the desire for success. Other end of the floor, very different situation. Coach Cantero has been in all season. He's had a relatively stable roster as they look to try and make it to their first ever Final Fours. Zaragoza will want a strong start, bring the crowd into it. Iona Fibic averaging over 12.5 points and almost 7 rebounds a game. Having an amazing season. And we're underway here in Zaragoza. Game 2 of the EuroLeague Women quarter-final series between Zaragoza and Mersin. Cukurova from Mersin lead this series 1-0. A win tonight would see them going back-to-back Final Fours. It would end Zaragoza's European campaign. Mabry, turn around, little jumper. That's a smart move by Marina Mabry. She's been doing that all season, averaging just shy of 20 points a game. Apologies for the disruption there, some technical issues. Almost knocked away. It will remain Cukurova ball though, as they look to try and feed it through. Kalia Copper. Now it will be Zaragoza ball. Ortiz to Diallo. Fibic now looks to go to the baseline, gets the door closed off by Arojo. Fibic pulls the jumper up. Gulbe with a big rebound. Zaragoza are going to have to work really hard tonight to come away with the win. Diallo is double teamed and can't get the score. Copper kicks it out. Mabry for three. In and out. Fibic with the rebound. Ortiz now hands it off to Atkinson. Inside. Ortiz fades away. Strong defense again from Cukurova. Copper brings it up over the half. Neither team finding their form offensively just yet. Long rebound to Ortiz. Both teams settling for relatively low percentage scoring opportunities, contested shots or options from the mid-range. Ortiz kicks it out. Gulbe for three. Nails the three. Gives the home team the lead and gets the crowd pumped for this one a little bit more. Foul will be called, I think, on Leonie Fibic. As I say, games across Europe tipping off at the same time. Avenida versus Fenerbahce tips off in about half an hour, but Villeneuve de Ascq versus DVTK and the Skio against Praha game all tip off at the same time as us here. We'll keep you up to date with those scores as we progress. That one's kicked out. Arojo steps through, lovely move off the left foot. The finish not quite there though. Atkinson accelerates it down the floor. The pass is a little bit too hot to handle for Alexa Gulbe. Yeah, absolutely zip that one through. And hits the big shot. That quietens the crowd down a little. Ortiz now. Oh, puts a player on their backside. And the three ball is good for Diallo. Zaragoza reclaim the lead. Interesting vibe to this game so far. No one too fluid, but already you can feel the energy. That's a bit of a prayer being thrown up. Eventually ends up in the hands of Gulbe. Ortiz, short corner two. Little flat with the trajectory, and Mabry gets the rebound. And now at the moment, this game is being played at electric pace. Both teams taking early shot opportunities. And for me, that plays to the favor of Cukurova. Mabry puts the three ball up. That's a wedgie. First wedgie of the night. Well, the first of the season, to be fair. Jump ball, so it goes in favour of Cukurova. Araujo against Gulbe. Araujo looking to back away down. Little drop step rejected though by Alexa Gulbe. Great defense. Oh, stolen back though. It's on the floor. Both teams putting it absolutely all in right now. Araujo called for the foul. She's not happy with the call. Let's have a look at the replay. Yeah, absolutely. Stepping across, trying to slow Ortiz down. Coach Cantero just having a conversation with the official. Zaragoza with a single-point lead. Low-scoring game here. That certainly suits the home team a bit more. Fibic comes back out. Atkinson now. Little elbow jumper, in and out. Rebound pulled down by Mavunga. Copper, one of the best handles in the competition, shaking, baking. Has it stolen away though. Fibic just stays with her. Doesn't fall for any of the shakes, just stays straight up. Diallo, long two, rattles away. Copper with the rebound again, very quick pace, very quick possessions. Cornelius comes into the game. Ipupa comes out. Ipupa not really had an impact so far. Almost stolen away. Araujo hands it back to Cornelius. You would certainly say that the Cukurova roster is far deeper than the Zaragoza one. Mabry for three. You can't step back off her. Almost gets it to drop. That will be Cukurova ball on the baseline as Ortiz falls out of bounds with it. Mavunga not happy. Poloshinska comes in as Fibic goes to the bench. Ball down into the low post. Mabry skips it wide open. Cornelius with the fake, then pulls the trigger on the three and hits the three ball. Laura Cornelius, averaging only 4 points a game, isn't in this team to score. She's in this team to facilitate and play some strong defense. Diallo now looking to go to work, kicks it out to Ortiz. Ortiz schools the screen up, doesn't use it, goes the other way, off the glass. Good help defense from Mavunga this time. Copper, mid-range two is good. 4 point lead for Cukurova. Plenty of support from their bench. Poloshinska now looking for options. The defense is absolutely everywhere. Surely that's a 5 second. Nothing called though. Comes back out to Ortiz. Foul's going to be called on Mabry. Needs to be careful wagging her finger at the officials. I'm seeing this more and more. I'm not sure if I'm a fan of that. It's pretty derogatory. Double change here for Zaragoza as Hermino comes into the game. Also coming into the action is Pointer. Pointer now with the ball at the top. Uses the screen well, draws the double, slides inside, won't quite have enough on it to get the score. Cukurova's lead stays at 4. Pick and roll at the top. Mavunga wide open, going to bully away inside. Steps back for the jumper. Cukurova now starting to find a little bit of flow, a little bit of rhythm. Coach Cantero not happy, wants to stop that momentum, calls a timeout here. Timeout called by Zaragoza. And Cukurova with a 6-point lead here in Zaragoza. Oleszynska feeds it inside. It's a poor pass in the end by Hermosa. And you just feel a confidence being exuded here by Cukurova. Drive inside by Copper, off the glass, gets the score. Kalia Copper, just a natural-born scorer. Absolutely, just knows how to get the ball in the bucket. So many different ways she can hurt you. Right now she's doing a job here against Zaragoza. 6 points personal. Foul's going to be called as Oleszynska looks to go past Kalia Copper. That may be the way to reduce Copper's impact if you can get her into foul trouble. It's only her first foul though, as Coach Cantero looks on a little bit pensively right now. Pointer for three. That one's heavy, and Zaragoza's offense has become stagnant. Not really running anything team-orientated now, and that's problematic. Pointer jumps inside, off the glass, no good again. Zaragoza, in 8.5 minutes played, they've only scored 5 points. Offensive foul is going to be called on Mabry. Mabry once again losing her temper. Plays with real fire. Technical foul is called. Coach Yildizalu not happy. Let's see where the technical foul was. Was it on Mabry? If it is, that's her second. Mabry does play with such fire, such passion. A lot of the time that is the upside of her, but sometimes it becomes a bit of a negative. Yeah, Mabry called for the offensive foul. Let's just have a look at where the technical foul is going to be registered. She drives inside. That's the offensive foul. Coach Dizzaloo calling his team over for a quick chat. They're going to make a change. Into the game comes Yaya. Technical foul was on Mabry. And she comes out of the game, and she loves the crowd getting on her back. She feeds off that, and the crowd are going to oblige. They're going to give her more and more if she keeps asking for it. Coaching staff asking her to calm down. What was already a heated atmosphere is just increasing in temperature here in Zaragoza. Fibic has also returned to the game as Atkinson goes out. Fibic hits the technical free throw. As the Zaragoza fans behind the Cukurova bench are certainly letting Mabry hear it right now. It will be Zaragoza ball on the baseline. And they use this as a way to fight their way back in. A little over a minute to go in this first quarter. Cukurova lead by 7. Oleshinska now uses the screen from Hermosa. That is a tough shot from Oleshinska. Rebound thrown out of bounds though by Kalia Copper. By Mavunga. Sideline ball for Zaragoza. Wow, real tempestuous first 10 minutes. Oleshinska hits the 3. She's really picked her game up in recent weeks. She had 13 against Skio in game day 13. She's only been averaging a little over 5 points a game. Really struggled at times this season to find her form. Copper pulls her trigger on, a little short too. Kalia Copper, that's what she's been brought in for. Points, points and more points. She's up to 8 points personal now. Cukurova's lead at 6. Fibic hands it inside. No score. Good defense by Mavunga. Enough of a pressure, enough body on that without creating the foul. 8 seconds left in the quarter. Cornelius uses the Mavunga screen. Drives inside. Comes back out. Shot goes away, but no good. That will be the end of the first quarter. As expected, a low-scoring first quarter. A defense-first quarter. But it's the visitors. It's the higher seed that have the lead with 10 minutes already gone. End of the first quarter here in Zaragoza. Here are some of Zaragoza. Game 2 of a 3-game series in the quarterfinals of EuroLeague Women. At the end of the quarter, it's Cukurova that lead by 6. Not anymore. Jimeno hits a big 3, halves the deficit. First points of the game for Jimeno. Mavunga, step back jumper. Oh, it's good. And Stephanie Mavunga brought in to do a job on both ends of the floor for Cukurova. She had 14 points, 4 rebounds and 3 steals in game day 1 of this series. Horns offense here for Zaragoza. Oh, lovely pass inside from Pointer. Easy finish by Geldof. Mavunga down in the low post, going up against Geldof now. Looks to go to the runner, nothing there, kicked back out, Yaya. No good. Oh, that's a big rebound by Pointer, in amongst the trees, but she comes away with it. They need to get it up over the half, though. Will they get it there in time? They won't. That's an 8-second violation. You can argue all you want, it's the right call. You have to be established in the front court, and she wasn't. Lack of urgency from Zaragoza. Good defense by Cukurova. Cornelius inside now to Mavunga. Going up against Geldof. Step back 1-footer again, in and out. Rebound pulled down by Keys. Jump ball is going to be called with Holoshinska. Holoshinska saying, I've got the ball. Officials saying they blew before. Possession arrow, I think, pointing in favor of Cukurova. It is. Mavunga, oh my goodness. What a offensive juggernaut Stephanie Mavunga is. Hits a huge shot, quietens the crowd down, and Cukurova's lead is back out to 6. Pointer inside, foul's going to be called, I think, on Cornelius. She just allowed too much separation, so as she tried to re-establish contact, it was always going to look like a lot of contact. Let's have a look. Yeah, the separation there, because she dropped off so far, it was hard to re-engage without causing the foul. Pointer at the line for shots. First is good. She had 9 points in game 1 of this series, as well as 3 assists. Gets the rebound eventually, though. Nothing there. Mavunga with the rebound for Cukurova this time. Wide open Cornelius. Oh, hits a second 3 of the game. Team on their feet behind her on the bench. Cukurova out to a game-high 8-point lead now. Slightly worrying times here for Zaragoza. Jimeno hands it back to Pointer. Jimeno for 3, nails the 3. That's 2 big triples in the first 2.5 minutes of this quarter. Find me a player in this arena that's more pumped for this than Vega Jimeno, and now there's a turnover. Good defense by Leonie Fibic. Out of the game comes Darren Yaya, back in comes Olivia Pupa. Zaragoza crowd have been bringing the noise all season, and it certainly doesn't change here today as Maria Orojo comes back in. Picked up an injury with Girona, an ACL injury, if I remember correctly, and yeah, really just trying to work her way back in now. A big time to step up, though. Oh, the fadeaway is good. That is a player who is feeling it right now. Vega Jimeno up to 8 points. She's only been on the floor 6 minutes. Copper against Fibic. It's going to be an interesting battle. Oh, the pass inside is intercepted by Geldof. A chance here to close it, potentially even tie the game for Zaragoza. To Geldof inside, she'll get the score. It's a 1-point ball game. And just like that, we have a huge swing, a 7-point swing in favor of Zaragoza. Pushes coach Yildizalu into the timeout. And the Zaragoza faithful in fine voice here. Wonderful. Under 7 minutes left in the first half. Let's head into the huddles. Cool, calm and collected, Coach Cantero. And to give you an idea of how the game has changed, obviously they've hit some big threes in this second quarter. They're 4 from 6 from outside in the game. But just as important is them hitting 3 buckets from 2. Increasing their chances, increasing the percentage opportunities. And that is why they are back within a single point here now. After trailing by 8, what seems like just moments ago. How will Cukurova respond now coming out of that huddle, that timeout? Maybury has come back in. I'm sure she's going to hear it from the crowd. The Pooper now hands it back out to Copper. Copper being guided by Jimeno. Jimeno in her face. Copper gets the shot away. As Mavunga falls out of bounds. It will be Zaragoza ball, and they'll have a chance to take the lead. Olashinska back to Fibic, a little weave at the top for Zaragoza. Jimeno. Fibic for 3. Oh, nails the 3. Zaragoza lighting it up from downtown right now. They are a good three-point shooting team, shooting just shy of 33% across the season. 5th best in the competition. And now they lead here in game 2. Foul's going to be called on Geldof. Maybury with a wry smile on her face, knowing that she's probably going to get a little bit of physical treatment now. And the crowd, I'm sure, are going to enjoy that as we see Mavunga head to the bench for Cukurova. Into the game comes Quanatra Hollingsworth. Zaragoza with the change as well as Ortiz comes in, and Olashinska heads back to the bench. Maybury being harassed by Ortiz, almost gives up the dribble. She does. Shot clock down to 6. She goes back door. It's stolen away. Jimeno gives it up to Pointer. They need to get it up over the half. They do. Foul's going to be called, though, on Olivia Ipupa. She had a hell of a first game, Ipupa, in this series. 10 points, 10 rebounds, 3 steals. More known as a defensive specialist as anything else, as Pointer comes out of the game and Lacozana comes in for Zaragoza. Ortiz now looking to get Fibic open. She is their biggest scoring threat. Pass inside. Drop step, it's stripped away. Foul's going to be called. Is that on Ipupa reaching in? I think it might be. I'd say it was on the reach in from Olivia Ipupa. It is. That's 2 quick fouls for her. Now down into the low post. Kicked back out. Ortiz. Lacazana, that's short. Rebound though, picked up by Jimeno. And there's one player getting the job done. Oh, 3-ball, you're kidding me. That is how confident she is right now. They've got another offensive rebound though. When Mavunga's not on the floor, the boards are easier to come by for Zaragoza. Eventually, Cukurova take control through Araujo. Mabry gets along, 2 away, back of the iron. That will be Cukurova ball, comes off the hand of Fibic. Another change as Gulbe comes in and Jimeno heads out. 8 points, 2 rebounds. That is a shift right there from Jimeno. 13 points is her season high. That was on the last game of the regular season against Lublin. Mabry for 3. Being chased everywhere she goes now. Almost the target for Zaragoza's defense. Wide open, Lacazana, too heavy. Geldof tries to bat it back, but Araujo just pulls it down and gives the team in blue a little bit of time to regain some composure. Pupa feeds Hollingsworth. Foul's going to be called though on Geldof. Was it in the act of shooting? We'll see. Yeah, just a split or half a step late on the rotation. It wasn't in the act of shooting. Geldof will come out though. Coach Cantero continues to rotate. It was in the act of shooting, and that's going to see Hollingsworth at the line, an 86% free throw shooter. The first is good. At the line for the second to tie the game. Gets the roll. If there's a player on the Cukurova team that knows what the Final Fours is like in the blue, it is Hollingsworth. She was part of the silver medal winning team from last season. Kazana back to Ortiz. Oh, that's a poor pass, but they get away with it. Diallo has it stripped away. I'm not sure which direction to award this one. It will be Zaragoza ball. They've only got 3.4 seconds left though on the shot clock. Who are they going to look for? Surely Fibic is the main target. She is, but it will be intercepted. It's a poor inbound from Ortiz. Game tied, 25 to Zaragoza, 25 to Cukurova. Foul will be called on Ortiz as Copper ends up on the floor. Cleaning a little bit of sweat off the floor. Ball inbounded now to Ipupa. Mabry draws a double team. It both fades away though. Marina Mabry doesn't need 2 invites to an open lane. She re-establishes the score and the lead for Cukurova. Long outlet pass is a poor pass by Copper though. Ortiz glides inside, free throw line. She wasn't confident, didn't really make a decision of how she wanted to play that one. Mariona Ortiz. Ipupa kicks it out. Copper for three. Too heavy, long rebound. Where's it going? Into the hands of Olivia Ipupa. Back out to Mabry. Mabry inside. Nice pass under the bucket to Copper. Oh, rejected by Diallo. Foul's going to be called though. That will send Copper to the line. Back into the game comes Atkinson for Zaragoza. Out of the game comes Fibic. Yeah, conference there between Coach Yildizalu and Olivia Ipupa. Splits the free throws, missing the first and hitting the second. Copper takes her tally out to 9 now. Kazana back to Gulbe. Free throw line just opens up. The shot's off target though. It almost looked as though Alexa Gulbe wasn't expecting that amount of space to work with. Copper now shaping up against La Cosana. They switch. Araujo back out. Shot clock down to 3. Copper long shot. Long rebound pulled in by Hollingsworth. Ipupa kicks it out. Araujo has it stripped away. Gulbe on the floor. Jump ball's going to be called. That time it's in favor of Zaragoza. Coach Yildizalu whistling out to his team. Another weave at the top here as Cukurova sit in a 2-3 zone. Basically tempting Zaragoza to shoot their way out of trouble. 3 ball from Ortiz, that's off inside. Lovely rebound by La Cosana, draws the foul. Absolutely playing above her size down amongst the trees. And that is the reason why fundamental boxing out is critical. Cukurova still with a 3-point lead though, a little over a minute left in this first half. As expected, we have a low-scoring game. We have the best defense in Zaragoza against the 5th best defense in Cukurova. This was always going to be a low-scoring affair, but Zaragoza, it's more important for them that it's low-scoring than maybe it is for Cukurova. Gulbe fades away, it's rejected. Copper will scoop the loose ball and ignite the transition. Coast to coast, Kalia Copper, no good. Mabry, rebound. Big defense by Gulbe. Ortiz waves away La Cosana. She wants the Diallo move in the low post. Diallo skips it, draws the foul on Hollingsworth. Both teams really complaining to the officials this evening. A lot of talking to the officials. I wonder if there will be a turning point where officials will say enough is enough. Ortiz will come out of the game. Holoshinska comes back in. Ortiz, you can see her frustration. She's just not quite got into the tempo of the game just yet. At the line, Diallo, a 38% free throw shooter. Certainly the biggest weakness in her game. She has struggled this season from the line. It's the first, the reverse commentator's curse on show there for Cristela Diallo. And 2 from 2 from the free throw line ties us back up 28 to Zaragoza, 28 to Cukurova. Timeout has been called. Under a minute left in this first half. Coach Yildizalu wants to talk it over. We're going to see if we can head into that huddle and listen to what the coaches have to say.
Every time we have the one-on-one, not with Madrid, ¿vale? One-on-one, we need to collapse the space, okay? So always, when you dribble, close the door between these two players. And weak side collapse, okay? ¿Vale? Let's go.
You have to love this Zaragoza crowd. They bring it, and they bring it with noise. Updates from around the other quarterfinals. DVTK have a single-point lead at the half against Villeneuve d'Ascq. And at the half, Skio with a 7-point lead over top seed Praha. And the Avenida Fenerbahce game has just started. 4 minutes left in the first quarter there. And Avenida have a 12-8 lead in Salamanca. But here we have under 30 seconds to go. Zaragoza are within one. My mistake before, I thought that free throw was the tie. It wasn't. Hollingsworth now kicks it out to Ipupa on the wing. 3-ball no good. It slaps off the perspex. They'll go again, and they'll get the roll. Quinacha Hollingsworth coming with some hustle. 3-point lead now for Cukurova. Holoshinska. Shot clock down to 4, rushes it if anything, and that will surely be the end of the first half of action here in Zaragoza. An interesting, if low-scoring first half of basketball between these two evenly matched teams right now. At the half, it's Zaragoza 27, Cukurova 30.
Asistentes de la grada carne joven, una camiseta de EuroLeague Women firmada por todo el equipo. La ganadora ha sido Alba Menguez Faguas. Entrega la camiseta la directora gerente del Instituto Aragonés de la Juventud, Cristina Navarro Alvira. Felicidades, Alba. Y no lo olvidéis, si tienes entre 14 y 30 años y aún no tienes tu carnet, ¿a qué esperas? Entra en la www.carnejoven.es y disfruta de todas las ventajas que ofrece.
Y vamos con nuestro concurso Somos, que hoy lo tenemos en el descanso. Y tengo por aquí a Diego en el lado del Casademont y a Paco en el lado visitante, que van a tener que lanzar tiros libres cuando yo diga. Así que, ¿estáis preparados, chicos? Yo os marco cuenta atrás de 20 segundos. 3, 2, 1, ¡adelante! Diego viene, joder, Diego tiene muñeca. Vamos, Paco, que Diego lleva uno. No es por meter presión, pero... Vamos, Diego, sido un espejismo o no? 4, 3, 2, 1. Final, 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 final fuera de tiempo. Diego al centro de la pista con Lee. Enhorabuena, has ganado unas palmas. Y hemos pasado a los 500 concursantes. Venga, vamos con nuestro cajón Tempo. En 3, 2, 1. La pregunta: ¿de qué país es el equipo que nos visita hoy? ¿Francia, Finlandia, Turquía o Italia? ¿De qué es capital la ciudad de Mersin? ¿De Turquía, de la provincia de Mersin, de Estambul o de la región del Egeo? en la provincia de Mersin. Bueno, Eugenio Garrobo primero. ¿A dónde organizan viajes Casademont Zaragoza y EuroLeague? No hay viajes organizados, solo a Dresde, solo a la Copa de la Reina o a Dresde y a la Copa de la Reina. A Dresde y la Copa de la Reina, muy bien. Eugenio Garrobo sigue intratable. Próximo partido en el Príncipe Felipe. Cuartos de FIBA Eurocup, Liga Femenina Endesa, Liga ACB o hay parón de nuevo. Cuartos de FIBA Eurocup. Y vamos con el podio. Tercera posición para Amarillo Gato. Segunda posición Racional de Mu. Y en primera posición, ganadora Eugenio Garrobo, que ha estado intratable. Enhorabuena por ese kit de merchandising de Casademont Zaragoza.
Welcome back to Zaragoza in Spain. It is game 2 of the 3-game series between Zaragoza and Cukurova. We're at the halfway stage of this one. And it's our visitors, Cukurova, who lead by 3. Remember, they enter the game a little bit of composure, and in the dying seconds locks out a 3-point lead at the half-time break. Plenty of games going on around Europe this evening. In EuroLeague Women's, game 2 of all 3 of the other quarterfinals taking place as well. 2 minutes gone in the second half in France as Villeneuve d'Ascq trail DVTK by 1. Remember, DVTK enter that with a 1-0 series lead. About 4 minutes gone in Italy for Schio against Praha. Schio, the home team, leading by 2. Praha lead the series 1-0 there. And Avenida, that tips off half an hour later than the other quarterfinals. But Avenida currently hold an 8-point lead with 6.5 minutes left in the first half. Our starting 5s look like they're back on the floor to start the second half, and just enough time for you to grab your phones and download the official EuroLeague Women app, available on Android and iOS, completely free. Something that you have to have on your phone to follow the rest of the season. And if you want, you can also jump into the real-time stats throughout this game. Second half underway here in Spain. Game 2 in the quarterfinal series between Zaragoza and Cukurova. At the half, it's our visitors, Cukurova, who lead this one by 3. Mabry reverses out. Diallo hedges hard. Mavunga. Topper attacks the basket. Short jumper, no good. Rebound pulled down by Jimeno. Leading scorer for Zaragoza in that first half. Diallo now, spin move to the glass. The veteran big still has the ballet feet. Quick footwork from Cristela Diallo. Zaragoza to within 1. Mavunga now against Ortiz. Oh, she'll drive straight into the brick wall that is Diallo, and the Pupa playing a little bit of football rather than basketball. As coach Yildizalu looks on, and coach Quintero. A brighter start to the second half for Zaragoza, that's for sure. Diallo inside, off the glass, not this time. Ortiz will grab the rebound though. Kicks out, Jimeno for 3. Back of the iron, spits that one away. And grab another offensive rebound though. Jimeno with her 3rd offensive rebound of the game. Pass inside, Diallo will give the home team the lead. The crowd continue to bring the noise, and Zaragoza with a 4-0 start to the second half. Mabry draws the foul from Jimeno. And the crowd getting on Mabry's back. She picks up a technical foul in the first half, and I don't think they've let her forget about that. Copper now, one-on-one against Atkinson, drives the baseline, almost forced out of bounds. She'll get the ball back though, and she'll look to go again. Traveling violation called on Kalia Copper, as Atkins has a little flex there. That's an interesting battle. Copper's offense against Atkinson's defense. Five-inch now. Jimeno being guarded by Orojo. Diallo will draw the foul off Mavunga. Shot clock was down to 4. It's on the floor though. The crowd and some of the Zaragoza players asking for the continuation. The ref saying no, that one's on the floor. Yeah, it's all about lifting the ball up. It didn't look like the ball was being lifted at the point of the foul being called. Ortiz to Diallo. Zaragoza certainly the brighter coming out of the locker room. Diallo kicks it out, Fibic for 3. That's what Leone Fibic has been doing all season. Drains a big 3, 43% from outside this season, Leone Fibic. And now Zaragoza with their biggest lead of the game. Thrown away another turnover. And this, to a certain degree, is the price that Cukurova pay for making major roster changes right in the close season, at the end of it, in the postseason. Bringing in Mavunga, bringing in Copper, bringing in Orojo. It takes time for them to settle. Timeout called here in the arena by Coach Yildizalu. Let's head into those huddles.
Esto es Europa y somos Casademont Zaragoza. ¡Arriba, Marea Roja!
Remember, L is directly, okay? In with good spacing, please, good cut, good offset, both sides, both sides, good spin and again with basket, and in the moment we can run, we run. Venga.
That stat was very, very... A very telling stat indeed. Zaragoza 11 assists for their 34 points, while Cukurova have only 4. That tells you the strength and importance of cohesion, of teamwork. And at the moment, Cukurova is still trying to work each other out a little bit with major roster changes in recent weeks. Ortiz has to pick up the dribble, gets it to Atkinson though. Now they've got the advantage. Jimeno, corner pocket, 3 is good! Vega Jimeno, and now Zaragoza have a 7-point lead. Look at the joy on the Spanish team's bench. And the crowd are in the game, full throttle here in Zaragoza. Mabry being harassed by Atkinson. Atkinson ends up on the floor, shot clock running down. Orojo throws up a prayer. They'll get the offensive rebound though. Copper now against Fibic. Oh, rejected, big play, Leone Fibic. She wasn't being shaken. What a start to this quarter by Zaragoza. A 10-0 run in a little under 4 minutes of basketball. Ortiz feeds Diallo in the low post. Diallo rocking, Diallo rolling. Won't get the score, will draw the foul. Hollingsworth called for the foul. Zaragoza now heading to the free throw line, and Cristela Diallo is a handful right now. Smart move here from coach Yildizilu as we see Cornelius come back into the floor. Cukurova seemed a little bit more composed when she's controlling the tempo. Diallo hits the first of her two. And the second is good as well. A 9-point lead now here for Zaragoza. Remember, do or die for them. They have to win today or that's the end of Europe for them. Copper uses the screen. Good ball movement. Cornelius in and out with the three. Nothing going the way of the visitors right now. Ortiz slows it down. She knows that the half-court offense is paying off at the moment for her team. Fibic baseline inside, draws the foul off Copper, and one, Leonie Fibic. 9 points for her now, chance to get to double digits. Look at the face of Coach Cantero. He knows how big this opening to the second half is for his team. They are not a high-scoring team, but they have scored 14 points in under 5 minutes. As Kalia Copper heads to the bench, into the game comes Sinem Atash. Coach Yildizilu left trying to find an answer right now. He has all the offensive firepower on the floor, but they're not producing the points. They have not scored in 4.5 minutes of basketball. That said, they are facing the best defense in the competition. Mabry kicks it out, wide open, three ball goes up, that's short. Mabry with the rebound, it's stripped away, but it's going to be a Cukurova ball. Araujo. Oh, good read by Ortiz. Creeps around the back of Hollingsworth for the steal. Final 5 minutes of the third quarter, and the third quarter dominated by Zaragoza. Atkinson to Diallo, and the easiest of two for Diallo. What a quarter she's having. 12 points now for Cristela Diallo, and a 13-point lead for Zaragoza. Mabry trying to find a way past Fibic. It's easier said than done. She's now in the corner and stuck. She'll throw a prayer pass out. Atkinson knocks it down. Cornelius will steal it back against Ortiz. Foul's going to be called on Ortiz. Absolutely blistering basketball here right now. Both teams know how big this phase of play is. Out of the game comes Maria Araujo and Atkinson. Atkinson is replaced by Holoshinska for Zaragoza. Ortiz will also come out as well as Pointer comes back in. Araujo has come out and been replaced by Keys for Cukurova. Can they get a score on the board? Mabry pushes away on Holoshinska, gets the shot away, but it's under so much pressure. Not with regards to the defense, just with the fact that how much her team are struggling right now. Cornelius being chased away from the bucket. Keys for three. Oh, she hits a three. At last, they've broken the seal of the second half basket. It's taken them over 6 minutes, though. Zaragoza lead by 10 still. Pointer drives inside. Holoshinska for three. A little heavy. Easy, uncontested rebound for Vida Keys. Cornelius. Gets it back from Hollingsworth. A little weave at the top for Mabry. Shot clock at 10. Mabry with the skip pass, and Woloshinska hits the deck. What's the call? Is it on Hollingsworth? It looks like it might be. Timeout. Is it going to be called? No, it's going to be some changes as Lacazana comes back in for Zaragoza. There's the stand from Woloshinska as Hollingsworth, not even looking where she's going, just walks through the Czech international. Wow, what a third quarter we've had. A 16-3 scoreline in favor of Zaragoza in this quarter. Final 3 minutes. Can Cukurova fight their way back in and get some momentum for the final quarter? Woloshinska called for the foul. Diallo heads to the bench after a huge quarter for her. Into the game comes Gulbe. Mabry will come out as well for Cukurova. In fact, sorry, Hermosa has come in for Diallo. Ball now with Hollingsworth as Copper replaced Mabry. Copper now looking to shake at the top against Lacazana. Three ball goes up, is short. Long rebound again, favours Cukurova. Cornelius waiting for the screen. Kicked away by Kayla Pointer. Fresh 14 for Cukurova to work with. There's a intense look on the face of Coach Cantero. Iverson cut by Copper. Trying to create a scene for her to attack, but right now, Zaragoza defense is doing a great job standing in front of a Pointer. Gets caught a step behind Cornelius, so Laura Cornelius will head to the free throw line. The Dutch international certainly brings composure to this team as we see Mavunga come back in. Out of the game comes Hollingsworth now. First is no good for Cornelius, a 94% free throw shooter, Laura Cornelius. That's the second to go though. Brings it back to a single-digit deficit now for Cukurova. Going to offer a little bit of press defense here. Just really to slow Zaragoza down, burn a little bit of their shot clock. Cukurova sitting in what almost looks like a 1-3-1 zone defense. They'll get the rebound, a chance to trim this deficit further now. Pass inside, spin move, double team comes. Easy finish for Mavunga, and Pointer is called for the foul. Cukurova starting to find a little bit of rhythm here in this third quarter, a rhythm that has been absolutely lacking in this quarter. Took them over 6 minutes to get their first points on the board. And since then, they have had a 6-0 run to fight their way back in. Timeout's been called by Coach Cantero. Let's head into the huddle. 1 minute 45 seconds left in this third quarter. Third quarter that's been dominated by Zaragoza. They've outscored Cukurova 16-6, but it's that 6-0 run that Cukurova are now on that pushes Coach Cantero into the timeout. Coach Yildizalu speaking to his assistant coaches as Mavunga heads to the line for the three-point play. It's good. Zaragoza's lead is down to just 6. Cukurova dropping into a 2-3 zone. La Cazana, not this time. Easy rebound for Atash. Cukurova will try and do the best they can in the final 90 seconds. Even a chance of maybe tying the game, or who knows, maybe taking the lead in what has been a real seesaw game so far. Copper to Mavunga. Inside, gets the easy score. That's a real 1-2 punch for Cukurova. If Copper and Mavunga can develop that partnership, that is money in the bank. Drive to the basket, Jimeno. In fact, not Jimeno, sorry. Famosa just drops it out of bounds. She'll sub out of the game as Geldof comes in. Final minute of the third quarter. Kazana is out as well. Back in comes Pointer. Jimeno in, Geldof in, sorry. Copper now, looks to drive the baseline. Fibic trying to stay in front of her. She does. Shot clock down to 7. Cornelius back out to Mavunga. Shot clock's going to expire. She's going to have to throw a prayer up. That's a shot clock expiration, and that is Zaragoza basketball DNA on show right there. On average, they concede less than 64 points a game. They're certainly on track to, well, yeah, potentially even keep Cukurova below 60, which is unbelievable when you look at the offensive firepower that that team has. Quick conversation with the commissioner and the officials right now. .7 seconds left in this third quarter. Just a 4-point lead for Zaragoza now. Gulbe. Pointer comes inside. Now has the mismatch that she was looking for. Geldof hits the three, hits the long two, sorry. The Belgian international. Absolutely composure personified in what is a very high pressure moment. Cornelius gets it away. Good defense by Pointer, and that's the end of the quarter. An 18-9 quarter in favor of Zaragoza, and that's what gives them a 6-point lead heading into the final quarter here on their home floor. Third quarter score: Zaragoza 45, Cukurova 39.
Vamos, que esta nos la sabemos. Levite. Vamos, O'Reilly. Seguimos. Esta sí que nos la sabemos también. Y somos 5.626. ¡Arriba, pabellón!
Here's some of the stats from that third quarter of basketball. One of the stats that I'm most impressed by tonight is over 5,600 Zaragoza fans in attendance here this evening. They've brought the noise. They're just hoping it's going to be enough to bring their team the win. Cukurova dominating the rebounding battle. Zaragoza 15 assists for 45 points. Cukurova 17 turnovers. They're your key stats, really. That page there is the one that tells you a fair bit about the game today. Maybury will be back in to start the final quarter, as will Ortiz. Olashinska to get the fourth quarter underway. The home team, Zaragoza, trail by a game in this 3-game series, but they lead by 6 here in game 2. Copper looking to get out and run. Mavunga draws a double team and is knocked to the floor. One's going to be called, I think, on Ortiz. No, in fact, it's on Geldof. Almost stolen away. Cornelius holds on to it. Olashinska's going to be called for the foul, and it's the right call. It wasn't a foul any earlier. She did a great job of denying the ball to Maybury there. This is where it's a foul. The initial deny was very, very good. And as Maybury looked to backdoor cut, the only way she could stop it was by putting her arms across her. Crowd giving it to Maybury again. Copper trying to create space for her own shot. Nothing there right now. Copper just 9 points so far in today's game. Maybury with a tough play and a roar. Back to a 4-point ball game. Ortiz hands it away to Olashinska. Patience here by Zaragoza, maybe too much patience. Gulbe drives inside, Ortiz for 3. That's not even going to touch the rim. Ortiz has not had a great night, 0 from 6 now from the field. That said, she's not really a scorer, only averaging 6 points a game. The issue for Zaragoza is they don't really have that many scorers on their team. Only Fibic is averaging double digits. Maybury now, inside to Mavunga. Good quick ball movement, Copper for 3. That's short though. Galia Copper not had the second half she'll have wanted. Looking good in the first half, had 9 points early in the game. But has been closed out by this Zaragoza defense here in the second half. Gulbe wide open for 3. Hits the 3, gets the crowd on their feet. And more importantly, for Zaragoza, takes them back out to a 7-point lead. Mavunga attacks the basket. Geldof will get called for the foul. Have a look at the replay. Yeah, absolutely, it's a foul. Conversation between the officials and Coach Cantero. Not sure what that's about. Geldof picks up her 4th foul, though. That's a problem from Coach Cantero. Mavunga now will head to the line for shots. The first is good. The second is not. Gulbe ends up on the floor, but Ortiz has the ball. Zaragoza's lead now at 6. 8 minutes left on the game clock. Fibic for 3. Not this time. The battle for the rebound is once again won by Mavunga. Her 6th rebound of the game. Just 4 short of a double-double now, Stephanie Mavunga. Cornelius can just about hold on to possession. Mavunga from the free throw line is rejected. Great defense by Geldof. Gulbe fakes the three, drives inside. Geldof will draw the foul from Mavunga. Little jumper, the little fake brought Mavunga forward. Nice pass from Gulbe. Here's the little shot fake, and yeah, that reach across the left arm. Absolutely, it's an impede. The Pupa comes in, Cornelius goes out. And for me, Cukurova do look better when Cornelius is on the floor tonight. Holoshinska for three! It's raining from the corner for Holoshinska. What a night Zaragoza are having from outside. They are now 9 from 20 from downtown. Over half their points coming from the perimeter. Mabry shaking, faking, teardrop, right hand, no good. Rebound, ripped down by Gulbe. Out at the races, Holoshinska, another three, not this time. Knocked out of bounds by Mabry though, so it will be a Zaragoza ball on the baseline. Mabry starting to tip over now. No longer just being motivated by the crowd's reaction. Looks like she's getting slightly distracted by it. Timeout called here by Coach Yildizalu. Let's head into his huddle, hear what he has to say. His team trail by 9. Absolutely, the pressure now starting to pour on to Cukurova. They have the one-game lead, but as it stands, if Zaragoza come away with the win here, they'll be forced into a Game 3 back in Mersin next Wednesday. And I'm sure that Coach Yildizalu does not want that to be the case. Baseline ball for Zaragoza when we come back in. They lead by 9. 6 minutes, 53 seconds left on the game clock. Holoshinska trying to feed Ortiz in the low post. Comes back out. Diallo fakes the three, drives inside, dumps it off to Ortiz. Gulbe for three. In and out. Rebound to Copper. Copper against Gulbe. Good defense by Zaragoza again. Mabry now using the screen, uses the switch well. Mavunga gets the score. Cukurova being made to work so hard for their points, but credit where credit's due. That is a wonderful bit of offense from the Cukurova team. Holoshinska to Diallo. It's a poor pass. It's on the floor. Holoshinska grabs hold of it. Jump ball will be called. As Holoshinska gets back to her feet. It was off the bad pass initially. Holoshinska has it, then gets tied up by Mabry and Ipupa. Possession arrow points the other way as Gulbe and Holoshinska head to the bench. It will be a Cukurova ball. Klimeno back into the action, as is Atkinson. Mabry now. Copper, 3 ball. Not this time, long rebound. That will be Zaragoza ball on the sideline. 5 minutes, 48 seconds remaining here in this critical Game 2 of the EuroLeague Women quarter-final series between Zaragoza and Cukurova. Inside, Diallo now has it stripped away. Good read by Epupa, coming down and helping. Pass inside to Mavunga, drops it off to Copper. Gets the shot away. Foul's going to be called, I think, on Atkinson. And she collides with Epupa. Yeah, it's that swinging arm from Atkinson. Zaragoza in the penalty. And look at the nerves on that Cukurova bench. Not in the penalty yet. That pushed them into the penalty, that foul. So it will just be a baseline, but Cukurova could be heading to the free throw line quite a lot in this quarter. Mabry won't get the roll. Travelling violation called on Marina Mabry. Let's have a look at the footwork. Establishes the pivot. Yeah, there's a shuffle. It's the right call by the official. Little skip of that pivot foot. Ortiz to Diallo. Trying to work against Mavunga. Just bullies away to the basket. Won't get the score though. Mavunga bodies her up. Diallo with the rebound. Jimeno fakes the three, drives inside. That's a poor finish. But Ortiz with the rebound. And she'll draw the foul. Zaragoza just want this more right now than Cukurova do. That is where this is coming from. Another low-scoring quarter here in the final quarter. It's 6-5 in favour of Zaragoza. And we are over halfway through. Ortiz hits the first of her two. 76% from the line prior to today's game. Mariona Ortiz. 2 from 2. They're big shots by a big player. Epupa to Mavunga. Mabry now. Back to Mavunga. Shot clock at 7. Mabry for 3. Oh my goodness. It slaps off the grass and goes home. Maybe it is Mabry's day after all. That silenced the crowd a little. 6-point ball game now here. The crowd, certainly the wind taken out of them with that lucky play from Mabry. Atkinson, Jimeno, corner 3, under a huge amount of pressure from Araujo. Cukurova come away with it. Down into the low post. Copper now. Little shake, drives inside, off the glass, and the score. Kalia Copper, unbelievable. First points of the second half, had 9 at the half, hasn't scored. That's her first points. Takes her tally up to 11. And we are back to a 4-point ball game here in Zaragoza. Timeout has been called by Coach Cantero. Let's try and head into the huddle and hear what Coach has to say. One result from one of the other quarterfinal series, and the series between Skio and Praha is going to a Game 3. Skio picking up a 73-61 win on their home floor. That one going back to Prague next Wednesday for a game 3. That one tipping off 7 p.m. local time, Wednesday the 6th of March. So we do have a game 3 series here in these quarterfinals. 30 seconds left in the Villeneuve d'Ascq against DVTK game as well. The French team leading by 3 in that one. But all eyes right here on Zaragoza right now. They lead by 4. 3 minutes and 50 seconds remaining. Cukurova have been on the ropes for most of the second half. Can they fight their way back into this one? Diallo will draw the foul off Mavunga. And Mavunga kind of got stuck in no man's land there. Didn't come across and help fully and didn't stay. And that is why she's ended up with the foul. She either needs to fully commit and try and deny the pass away, or she needs to stay away and just defend the offload. Feisty game between these two teams. No love lost, that is for sure. Mabry talking trash at the lineup. 2 from 2 from the line for Diallo. 30-year-old big getting it done. 14 points for her now, just one shy of her season high. Orojo inside to Copper against Atkinson. Pass inside to Ipupa, foul from behind by Ortiz. Ipupa will go to the line for free throws. Ipupa just a 38% free throw shooter this season. Oh my goodness me. And the trouble you have with free throw shooting is that virtuous or vicious cycle. If they start dropping, then it becomes easy. If you struggle, then it becomes really hard. She just about banks that one off the glass. 1 from 2 for her. That's her first points of the game. Atkinson now. Cukurova sitting in the zone defense again. Diallo, long jumper, not this time. Rebound by Mavunga. Rebound number 7. Final 3 minutes here in Zaragoza. The home team lead Cukurova by 5. Mabry trying to find a way to the basket. Diallo doing all she can. Misses the layup. Mavunga with the rebound. Kicks it out. Copper for 3. Oh, it's a huge shot. Kalia Copper. Corner pocket 3. Now it's a 2-point ball game. Now they're going to be tested. What have Zaragoza got left? 14-10 final quarter scoreline in favor of Cukurova. Kicked out to Ortiz. Ortiz, free throw line, nails the 2. Veteran play from Mariana Ortiz. Copper drives to the basket, uncontested. As Jimeno holds her face, looks like she took a shot on that play, but it's down to a 2-point ball game again. Fibic back to Ortiz. Dives inside, Ipupa with the sprawling defense. Foul will be called on Ipupa as Ortiz ends up on the floor. Final score in Villeneuve d'Ascq. That one's going to a game 3 as well, as the French team have beaten DVTK 63-59. Pass inside here though. If we've got a game 3 coming our way here. Jimeno back out. Shot clock down to 7. Jimeno puts a shot up. It's off balance and she ends up on the floor. Copper will slow it down. 3 ball from Mabry. too heavy, long rebound. Where's that going? Oh, it's like a pinball right now. It will be Cukurova ball. 1 minute and 16 seconds left here. Could all 4 quarterfinals go to a game 3? 2 of them already have. This one, at the moment on this scoreline, would go to a game 3. The only one not heading that way as it stands with 3 minutes left in the third quarter is in Salamanca. Avenida trail Fenerbahce by 8. 1 minute and 13 here. Copper is tripped by Diallo. She hit the floor pretty hard. Just a second foul for Diallo, but they are in the penalty. That will send Copper to the line for free throws. And this is the first. Can she hit the second? Yes, she can. Down to a 1-point ball game. 1 minute and 10 seconds to go. 17 points for Copper now. Ortiz. They're looking for Fibic, I'd imagine. Atkinson, elbow jumper. No good. Where's it headed? That will be Cukurova ball. 52.7 seconds remaining. Yeah, Diallo knocks it out of bounds. Timeout's being called. Breathtaking basketball here in Zaragoza. The home team lead by a single point. Under a minute left on the game clock. Let's head into Coach Yildizalu's huddle. Love that coaching from Coach Cantero. His team are under pressure. Their lead is down to just 1. It's been a 5-point swing here in this quarter, and he is so composed in that huddle. Remember, a loss tonight for Zaragoza. That is the end of their European campaign. That's how much is on the line right now in the final few seconds of this game. Pupa gets it back from Orojo. The crowd on their feet, the noise deafening in the arena. Copper now gets it back against Fibic. Drives inside, rejected. Oh, and she stepped out of bounds, Ortiz. If she just left it drop out of bounds, they'd have had the ball. Oh, heartbreak. Yeah, it was off the head. Tough to see from that camera angle. The official sees the foot step out of bounds. Coach's challenge is coming. They're going to ask for the coach's challenge. It's a smart use. Neither coach has used their challenge yet. 35.9 seconds remaining. The officials are going to head to the review screen and see if they can determine whether it was out of bounds by Ortiz or not. I'm not going to see it from that angle. have to be a different camera, because that one does not show you the footwork that you need to see. It almost might be better from... You're not going to see it from that camera angle. They're going to need to go to a different one. Even if it's the main camera, it might be clearer. Officials reviewing this camera angle. They can't overrule it because they can't see it. Or can they? They have overruled it. They say they have seen it. And it will be Zaragoza ball. Final 30 seconds. Atkinson now being harassed by Maybury. Goes inside. Out to Ortiz. Shot clock down to 5. Jimeno feeds Diallo. Shot clock at 3. She's got to get it away, will she? She gets a shot away. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by Copper. Maybury now. Final 5 seconds. We're going to have a winner for sure. Kicked out, wide open, Araujo, no good. We are heading to a game 3 of this quarterfinal series between Zaragoza and Cukurova. The home team have done it. The home team have held on to the win. Unbelievable scenes here in Zaragoza. What a game. What a 40 minutes of basketball. Two tough teams going toe-to-toe. Jimeno looking to raise the roof. The crowd have been with them for the whole game. Over 5,600 fans here to cheer their team into a game 3. Final score, Zaragoza 57, Cukurova 56.
Estamos orgullosos de este equipo, de vosotros, Marea Roja, de Zaragoza. Quiero hoy demostraremos al mundo entero lo que somos capaces de conseguir. Básquet Zaragoza y su afición, vosotros, los que nunca os rendís. Tiempo.